and welcome to the Bruce Stadium, a round 3 encounter today. The Canberra Raiders taking on the Newcastle Knights. With us this afternoon, a man who's better known in racing circles, but he's back on the football today, Tony Campbell. Tony, how do you see it up front?
Phil, I think this could be the deciding factor of this match this afternoon. There are two great sets of forwards. I'm looking forward to the clash of Mark Glanville, Tony Butterfield, and also Mark Sargent up against players like Bradley Clyde, David Furner, and of course Paul Osborne. He's playing great football. I believe whatever forward pack gets on top early in this match, it could decide the result. But I'm leaning towards the Raiders, giving them the advantage of the home ground here this afternoon, and of course this big crowd, they will be right behind the Raiders. So I'm going for a Raiders win.
Okay, a man with all the information on the sideline, Richard Keeley, and Richard, some speed out wide.
Yes, Phil, that's right. Canberra boast a lot of strike power, led by captain Mal Meninga. Also, last week's man of the match, Albert Fullervine. Brett Mullins is in very good form at fullback. Also looking forward to the clash of the halves. The potentially outstanding Andrew Johns is up against the very experienced Ricky Stewart, but I think Canberra for mine today.
Okay, sit back and enjoy it. This round 3 encounter, the Canberra Raiders and the Newcastle Knights. And the crowd roars here at the Bruce Stadium as the Canberra Raiders are led out by captain Mal Meninga, running through their side from the back. Brett Mullins, Jason Croker, Meninga, Wiki, Albert Fullervine, the halves, Adaly and Stewart. At lock, Bradley Clyde, David Furner and Quinton Pongia in the second rows. The front row's a strong one. John Lomax, Steve Walters and Paul Osborne.
Now let's have a look at the Newcastle Knights side. Robbie O'Davis is the fullback. Jamie Ainscough, Brad Godden, Russell Wire, Nathan Barnes. The halves, Matthew Johns, Andrew Johns. And the forwards, Mark Glanville, Adam Muir, Tony Butterfield, Paul Harrigan, Robbie McCormick. And the captain is Mark Sargent and the coach is David Waite.
Tony, I think we can look forward to a fantastic match, as we mentioned earlier in the conversation before the game started, and that was the fact that there is some big boys out there today. That Newcastle pack boasts some size in Harrigan, Sargent and the likes.
Yes, it'll be a great tussle up front, I feel, Phil, with the forward packs. It should be a great struggle, and there's little between these two sides. Since Newcastle have come into the competition back in 1988, I think they've played 7 matches, 4 in favour of Canberra and 3 to Newcastle.
Okay, well, down on the sideline is Richard Keeley, who's just getting himself set for what should be a great game. And Richard, conditions down there on the sideline at the present time?
Thanks, Phil. Conditions ideal. It should be a great game of football. A little bit of cloud cover, not too much wind to talk of. Canberra will kick off and run away from the scoreboard in the first half up to the southern end.
And a minute's silence there, of course. The passing of Doug Daly, a great manly worker with the Sea Eagles during the week. A bit unfortunate. So play here at the Bruce Stadium, just about to get underway. The Canberra Raiders taking on the Newcastle Knights.
David Furner to start this match in motion here at the Bruce Stadium. And of course the referee is Tim Mander. Good crowd here. Good conditions for rugby league. Of course, Newcastle keen to forget about that 1-point loss to Wests last weekend. And the Raiders had a big win over South Sydney by 46-16. Now there's the kickoff. Players underway. And that's Russell Wire. About 13 metres out from his own line, plays the ball. On it goes now to Harrigan. Paul Harrigan tackle just inside his own 20-metre mark. Plays the ball. McCormick. This is McCormick. He gains a few metres. He's tackled about 25 metres out. McCormick plays the ball. On it goes to the number 13, which is Mark Glanville. Good run by Glanville. Takes play up around about the 32-metre mark. Newcastle in possession. Good barging run there by Tony Butterfield. And he's tackled just short of the 40-metre line. McCormick is the dummy half. Back it goes now to the halfback. That's Andrew Johns. Puts the ball deep into the Raiders' territory. Back there to receive it is Mullins. And offside.
I think we might have seen a bit of downtown there, actually, Tony. A couple of those players from the Newcastle side in front of the kicker at that present time. Interesting to note early, too, of course, Robbie McCormick playing that role from dummy half that he's become accustomed to over the years and does so well. The Newcastle forwards he's been calling up in a line, and they've been doing the job early.
So the first penalty of the match going to the Raiders, and it's kicked by Ricky Stewart. Finds touch over there on the far side. Walters got the pass away to John Lomax. Lomax to play the ball. Walters dummy half. On it goes to Stewart. Stewart, oh, he's dropped the ball. Dropped it back though, said referee Mander. Stewart to play the ball. Walters dummy half. On it goes to Osborne. Osborne tries to go down the centre, but there's 3 Newcastle Knight defenders there to bring him down. 35 metres out from the Newcastle line. The Raiders in possession. This is Furner. Good, strong run by Furner. Takes play within about 25 metres of the line. Furner to play the ball. Walters dummy half. Stewart a quick pass. Out it goes now to Pongia. And Pongia right on the 20-metre line. Plays the ball. A quick pass out to Stewart. Stewart puts the ball high into the air. A bit of pressure here for Newcastle. Oh, Robbie O'Davis takes the ball well.
Sensational take by Robbie O'Davis, about 10 metres out from his own line there too.
O'Davis plays the ball for the Knights. They're trying to run the ball out from the danger area. Newcastle in possession. Ball to be played. To receive it, Ainscough. Ainscough to play the ball. Newcastle Knights. Now there's a penalty.
Infringement in the play of the ball there. Johnny Lomax, I think, was the player who's been caught. Tim Mander ruling a penalty to the Newcastle side right on their 22-metre mark.
Now this is Andrew Johns who'll take the penalty for the Newcastle Knights. He'll kick towards the grandstand side of the field. Gains good ground. Takes play around about 42 metres out from his own try line. The tap kick. On it goes now to Sargent, the captain. Takes play up towards the halfway line. Sargent to play the ball. McCormick, the dummy half. Harrigan now. But the defence is up very quickly, and Harrigan is tackled just inside the Raiders' half. Over towards the grandstand side of the field, McCormick. A quick passing movement there. It goes out now to Tony Butterfield. And Butterfield is tackled inside the Raiders' territory. Plays the ball. McCormick. He got the pass away at the last moment to Adam Muir. And Muir is tackled about 12 metres inside the Raiders' territory. Over towards the far side of the field. This is Johns, Andrew Johns. A good run by Johns. Takes play within 20 metres of the line. This is the last tackle. 10 metres in from touch on the far side. Matthew Johns got the pass to McCormick. McCormick puts in through a little grubber kick. There's a race for the ball, but the Raiders are back in possession. Raiders in possession on their own 10-metre line. Ball is played. Stewart got the pass away. This is Croker. And Croker tackled about 15 metres out from his own line. Still 0-0 the score.
Richard Keeley down on the sideline, of course. Newcastle last week, they could play the ball, so they were trying to base their game on. Wes, on that occasion, managed to keep them back and keep them down in the play of the ball, and that slowed the pace right down.
Yeah, they did, but they unfortunately they paid the penalty, and the penalty count was about 7-1 after about 5 minutes. But it's been a good start by both sides. Both had good sets of 6 and a kick on the last, and the Raiders back with the ball.
Now the Raiders are looking good. From Walters, he got the pass away. Raiders take play back inside the Newcastle territory now. The ball is played. Meninga at dummy half. Got the pass to Stewart. On it goes to Daly. Daly puts in a long, rangy kick. It's going back down towards the Knights try line, but it goes dead in goal. Dead in goal, the kick by Daly. So play to restart on the 22-metre line, on the 20-metre line. 0-0 the score between the Canberra Milk Raiders and the Newcastle Knights. Now waiting for Newcastle to bring the ball up to the 20-metre line. McCormick will take the tap. McCormick. Now play just outside Newcastle's 20-metre line. Playing the ball there is Sargent. He got the pass away to Paul Harrigan. Harrigan 32 metres out from his own line. Newcastle in possession. A run there by Mark Glanville. Glanville to play the ball. 40 metres out from the Newcastle line. McCormick dummy half. Offloads the pass to Harrigan. But Harrigan quickly brought down by Walters and also Furner. Now this is Newcastle. Back inside it goes now to Adam Muir. And Muir got the pass away. Still going. It's Newcastle in possession. And that's Robbie O'Davis with the ball. Almost in centre field and almost on halfway. There's the kick now by Matthew Johns. The ball goes back down towards the line. Oh, a bit of a fumble there by Fullervay. Will he get the ball out into the field of play? He may not. Yes, I think he's just into the field of play.
He was very lucky there, Albert Fullervay, fumbling that ball backwards, of course, in his own end goal. Dangerous stuff out wide.
Now it's Mullins with the ball, only about a metre out from the Raiders try line. Croker, he slips, gets up again, but he's brought down. Coming through very quickly there was Adam Muir. The ball is played. Walters dummy half. And that is Bradley Clyde. I think that's Clyde's first touch of the ball so far. And he's brought down just inside the Raiders' 20-metre line. A quick pass out now. It goes to Stewart. Stewart puts the boot to the ball. Back over the halfway. Back there to receive it. A good take by Robbie O'Davis. This is O'Davis for the Newcastle Knights. Back over halfway. But he's pushed back a couple of metres and he's down on the halfway line. Now the ball is played. Newcastle in possession. 5 metres inside the Raiders' half. Now up at dummy half is Andrew Johns. Quickly passed out now to Jamie Ainscough. This is Ainscough. He tries to go down the centre, but the gap quickly closes and he's brought down around about 12 metres inside the Raiders' half. The ball is played. Out it goes now to number 13, which is Mark Glanville. He got the pass away now. Muir's with the ball. Muir to play the ball. 27 metres out from the Raiders' line. McCormick. He's looking for a gap, but the defence is up very, very quickly. That was the 5th tackle. 1 tackle to go, working the blind side. Out it goes now to Andrew Johns. Puts in a little grubber kick into the in-goal area. Here's trouble, but Mullins goes in touch in goal.
What's going on in our city? What's going on all around? What's happening in our world? We need to know what's going down. And that's why Canberra looks to win every day. Yeah, that's why Canberra looks to win every day. Oh, that's why Canberra looks to win.
Now that the banks have laid their savings accounts on the table,
Your move.
what have they got to offer? Monthly account statements? Free checks, perhaps?
I'll see you.
Some don't even offer you that.
I'm out.
But now, there's Freedom Select Deluxe, a savings account that gives you a lower interest rate on personal loans, $1,000 a day ATM access, commission-free traveller's checks, medical ID card, bonus rates on fixed deposits, and more, much more in fact than you'd expect from a normal bank account. No wonder everyone is warming to Freedom Select Deluxe from St. George. Freedom Select Deluxe, a great idea from a great bank.
This Easter, share the memories of Disney's original classic with someone you love. It's Bambi on video.
This is quite an occasion.
Give them an Easter gift to treasure. Disney's classic Bambi on video. Buy it now.
Danone Diet Light is still the best diet yogurt. Top.
Bottom.
Tops in taste and bottom in calories. That's right. Diet Light has the least calories. Danone Diet Light, the lightest light.
Pizza Hut's all-you-can-eat deal is now even better value. All the pizza, pasta and salad you can eat for just $6.95, or all the pizza, pasta and dessert you can eat for just $6.95.
Pizza Hut today.
Why would you do it? I know it. She just doesn't. Your turn. Yum! Cadbury's chocolate. Give us some. Oh, no.
Yes, please.
With the goodness of that famous glass and a half of full cream dairy milk.
Yum! Choice succulent meats, full of flavour.
Yum! Easter eggs.
Crisp, fresh fruit and vegetables.
Lots and lots of Easter eggs.
And of course, lots and lots of Easter eggs.
Yum!
Easter at Superbarn is yum. Yum! Look what's happening this Easter at Superbarn. VB Stubbies $21.95. Yellow Glen Champagne real value $9.95. Macallan Scotch Whisky $15.95. Guaranteed yum, guaranteed at Superbarn all this Easter.
So Canberra now with the ball under their own sticks and will once again defend.
The kick to be taken by Ricky Stewart. Kicks the ball deep, back over halfway. On it goes now. This is Muir. Adam Muir takes play within about 33 metres of the Raiders' line. McCormick is the dummy half. Working the blind side. That's Mark Sargent. Sargent over towards the far side of the field, plays the ball. Working the short side. Newcastle trying to break through. That's Butterfield. Butterfield plays the ball quickly. Newcastle on the attack. They're within about 10 metres of the Raiders' line. The ball to be played. McCormick dummy half. Out it goes now to Andrew Johns.
Oh, bad mistake from Johns. The referee, Tim Mander, has caught the Canberra players out wide, up inside the 5. So Newcastle will be in a very good attacking position here, but will no doubt opt for the kick. Richard, Andrew Johns last week had a little bit of trouble with the boot.
Yes, you might note that he was only, his first 4 kicks, he was only successful with 1. Now, I've been told by some people in the Newcastle camp that he's a man that plays on confidence, and if he lands his first one, look out. But if he misses the first one, he could be in for another shocker like last week.
Of course, John's also the man the previous week who scored some 23 points for the Newcastle side.
So the score, 0-0 here at the Bruce Stadium between the Canberra Milk Raiders and the Newcastle Knights. And this is Andrew Johns, the halfback, will attempt to put the first points on the board. Johns moves in. Oh, hits the upright. And the Raiders have got the ball back now. This is Clyde. Clyde dummies, got the pass away. The Raiders getting play out from the danger area now. They're within 30 metres of their try line. A good run. The ball is played quickly. Stewart from the dummy half. Furner got the pass back inside. It goes to Lomax. Still going the ball. It goes out to Meninga. Meninga switches, goes back inside, but he's brought down by 3 of the Newcastle Knight defenders. The ball is played. Out it goes now. This is Osborne. Osborne barges up towards the halfway line. Play almost in centre field. 0-0 the score from the dummy half position. It's the Raiders. Here's another penalty, though. Offside Newcastle.
Well, how fortunate was that ball coming off the post there from the Newcastle kick and going to a Canberra player. It could have basically gone anywhere. It fell to a Canberra man. And how quick did the Canberra Raiders turn defence into attack? We saw there they spread that ball wide straight away.
So Ricky Stewart will take this penalty kick. He's kicking for touch towards the grandstand side of the field. Oh, this will put the Raiders right on the attack now. They're within about 11 or 12 metres of the Newcastle Knights try line. The tap. On it goes now. Lomax only about 2 metres out from the line. Walters dummy half. A long pass out to Stewart. Back inside it goes to Furner. Furner barges down towards the line. He's only about 1 metre out. Raiders on the attack. The ball is played. Out it goes now to Stewart. A long pass out to Daly. Another pass out now. Oh, it's still going. It's out to Croker. And Croker in possession over towards the far side of the field. And another penalty. A penalty to the Raiders, only 2 metres out. Here's a chance for the Raiders. Oh, the ball has gone loose. The ball has gone loose and a sin bin. Muir has been sent to the sin bin for 10 minutes.
We had a player there in Muir interfering in the play the ball, interfering in the tap penalty, which was taken very quickly by Daly. Daly often opts to do that type of thing close to the line, especially when the opposition is still coming back. And he did on that occasion. It looked like it was going to fall apart at one stage when Mullen spilt the ball over the line, but of course referee Mander on the spot. And Muir interfering in the actual tap penalty taken by Daly.
So Adam Muir into the sin bin for 10 minutes. And again, the Raiders have the chance to put the first points on the board. David Furner placing the ball away to the left of the uprights.
Richard, first time up inside the Newcastle 22, and Canberra looked very dangerous.
Did right, they did look dangerous, and also you've probably noted they're very keen to spread it wide. Even in the red zone, they're pretty keen to spread it wide, and I guess Muir was on a hiding to nothing then, and Daly, Alan Langer with the quick tap.
Still 0-0 the score here at the Bruce Stadium between the Canberra Milk Raiders and the Newcastle Knights. Furner has the ball placed. Let's have a look at this kick. Can Furner put the first points on the board for the Canberra Raiders? Taking plenty of time. Moves in. There's the kick by David Furner. It's there. And the Raiders have posted the first points on the board. They lead by 2 points to 0 over the Newcastle Knights. And of course, Newcastle 1 man down.
Tony, you've got to say it's going to make it very difficult for the Newcastle forwards now with Muir off the field, because there are some big bodies there in that pack and they're going to do that extra bit of work.
So it's Russell Wire to restart play. It certainly will, Phil. There's no doubt about that. Russell Wire to restart play. 2-0, the Milk Raiders. Quite a good crowd here. I'd say, suggest, Phil, what, around about 7,000 or 8,000?
7,000 or 8,000, yeah, probably around 8, around the 8 mark.
Now here's Russell Wire. Restarting play for the Knights. Deep down into the in-goal area. Oh, that's a solid tackle there. A solid tackle by McCormick on Lomax. Now Bradley Clyde is tackled right on the 20-metre line. The ball is played on, it goes to Osborne. But the Newcastle Knights defence up very, very quickly. 20 metres out from the line, it's the Raiders in possession. Daly over towards the far side. On it goes to Croker. Croker's into the clear. Oh, he throws the ball inside, and it's picked up now. Here's a try. It's number 4. It's Reuben Wiki. Reuben Wiki. After a great break on the far side by Jason Croker.
Who said Jason Croker's a forward? He showed plenty of toe out wide there. Once again, Croker down the touchline. He looked for his support. Wiki was there. Johnny on the spot. Fended off the fullback. And Reuben Wiki going over for the Canberra Raiders and putting the score to 6-0 in favour of the home side.
Yes, that was a real solid run. Let's have a look at this again. Croker receives the ball. He puts down the accelerator, gets around McCormick. McCormick grabbed it, fresh air, back inside it goes to Wiki, and Wiki set sail for the line. Coming across there was Jamie Ainscoe, but he had no possible chance of stopping Reuben Wiki on that occasion, and Wiki goes in and scores the first try for the Canberra Milk Raiders. Now David Furner placing the ball around about 9 metres in from touch on the far side of the field and around about almost on the 20-metre line.
There's Ricky Stewart there on screen, and he's come back very well the last couple of weeks. He's almost back to his old self.
It's great to see, isn't it?
Well, he's got to be pushing for that kangaroo spot at the end of the year now, well and truly.
Now let's have a look at Furner, who'll attempt to convert that try scored by Reuben Wiki. He takes plenty of time with his kicks. Furner moves in. The ball is in the air. It's not looking. Oh, no, it's just away, flagged away. And so the kick was unsuccessful. And it's Canberra Milk Raiders 6, leading the Newcastle Knights 0.
Good evening. Canberra's leading welfare agency ACTCOS is urging the Chief Minister to raise more revenue to balance the budget rather than hit welfare groups again. A 21-year-old man died early this morning in a single vehicle accident off Belconnen Way. Police are appealing for witnesses. And 2 maids sacked from the lodge are demanding an independent mediator to clear their names. Fine tomorrow and 22 degrees.
You can say no to Hercules, squeezed into dungarees, seized by referees with no trapeze abilities. You can say no to bees at ease with Lebanese luxuries, but even Japanese displeased with facilities in the Pyrenees can't say no to CCs. But you can say no to effigies of MPs and aviaries, but even these escapees, teased by fleas and embassies, can't say no to CCs. You can't say no to CCs.
It's an Easter feast
of special treats
and Easter eggs galore.
Fresh hot cross buns.
Oh, can I have one? A feast of fresh food savings in every store. We're Woolworths, the fresh food people, for the way you live today. And we wish you the best this Easter.
Have a great Easter.
And a safe one.
Best in every way.
All the styling, all the features, all the value, all the performance, everything that has made the Mazda 626 an international award winner. All from only $29,990. And that includes air conditioning. Mazda 626. Drive it for the pure pleasure of it.
One of the many things Freedom Select Deluxe can do is return your car keys if you ever lose them. Freedom Select Deluxe, a great idea from a great bank.
No matter which hospital cover they take, from our basic to our top, when an HCF member takes an ambulance, it's a free ride.
This week on A Current Affair, the good and the bad news for borrowers.
You can be attracted by a small interest rate, but in fact be paying effectively a lot more.
Where to find the cheapest loans.
The small fellas are offering a better deal.
And the secret deals banks make for the privileged.
For dentists and for doctors, you do have a discount of 0.75%.
But the ordinary customers miss out.
It should be the same for everyone.
And share the magic of an extraordinary mum.
They're all in there. It's going to get crowded.
And her 6 children who arrived at once. This week on A Current Affair.
So Newcastle playing one man short. There's the restart of play by Wire. Raiders on their 20-metre line, tackle with the ball. Lomax, and another penalty, an infringement in the play the ball.
Well, Richard, Newcastle can barely afford to do this when they're a man down, and if they keep on giving away these silly penalties.
You did right, Phil. The penalty count now 4-2 in favour of the Raiders, and of course, with one man down, they'll really punish you, the Raiders.
Now here's the penalty taken by Ricky Stewart, kicking towards the hillside of the field. Takes play almost to the halfway mark. The tap taken. This is big Paul Osborne, and he's thrown to the ground. Just inside the Newcastle Knights half. The ball is played. Stewart on it goes to Walters. Walters dummying and finally got the pass away to Daly. Daly over halfway. Back inside it goes to Mullins. And Mullins is brought down around about 12 metres inside the Knights territory. Walters dummy half working the blind side. He goes through a gap. Made good ground. Got the pass away to Meninga. The ball is still being passed around. It eventually goes out there to Albert Fullerby, and Fullerby tackled 20 metres short of the line. A quick play, the ball, a long loping pass out to Daly.
Well, there's numbers out wide.
Daly got it to Clyde. Oh, Clyde's lost the ball, and it's regathered by Robbie O'Davis. So Newcastle Knights in possession over on the far side of the field. With the ball now is Mark Glanville, just outside his 20-metre line. Plays the ball, McCormick dummy half. Offload, Harrigan was crunched, and he lost the ball in that tackle. And now it's Daly in possession of the ball for the Raiders. On it goes to Walters, and Walters takes play within about 13 metres of the Newcastle line. It's the Raiders on the attack again. Stewart feigns to, he throws a loose pass. It goes nowhere, and finally it goes over the touchline, around about 18 metres out from the Newcastle line.
An interesting passage of play, but what about that hit from David Furner?
It was a crunch, a real crunch. So this scrum to pack down around about 19 metres out from the Newcastle Knights line. The referee this afternoon, just repeating, is Mr. Tim Mander. And the scrum packing down 10 metres in from touch on the grandstand side of the field. The scrum to be fed by Andrew Johns. Ball goes in. Johns, his brother. That's Matthew. And Matthew just short of the 20-metre line. O'Davis dummy half. In turn got the pass away to Brad Godden, and Godden is tackled 23 metres out from his own line. With the ball now is Nathan Barnes. Barnes tackled 32 metres out from his own try line. Now it's Newcastle trying to take play back up towards the halfway line. Playing the ball as Butterfield, working the blind side. That's Mark Sargent. Sargent tackled about 9 metres inside the Raiders half. To play the ball. This is Matthew Johns, who puts the ball deep into the Raiders in-goal area. Now Mullins back there. Will he get the ball out into the field of play? He got the pass away to Croker. They're out in the field of play now, and this is Fullerby. And Fullerby is well tackled 9 metres out from his own line. The ball is played. Croker got the pass to Daly, and Daly is brought down by 2 of the Newcastle Knight players. Plays the ball. On it goes now to Furner, and Furner runs into McCormick. And also coming into a lender hand there was Butterfield, right on the 20-metre line. The Raiders in possession in their own area. And with the ball now, this is John Lomax. Lomax 21 metres out from his own line. Walters from the dummy half. Gains good ground. Got the pass to Stewart. Stewart in turn got the pass out to Fullerby. Fullerby goes back infield, but he's tackled about 35 metres out from his own line. It's the Raiders. Here's Stewart kicking for touch. Back there is O'Davis, but it's a good kick by Stewart. Finds touch around about 27 metres out from the Knights try line.
Rick, this is trouble for the Newcastle side. Canberra have got their rhythm up and things are starting to fall into place.
Yeah, they're playing with a lot of confidence, and when Canberra play with a lot of confidence at Bruce Stadium, it ends up being a scoreline of about 40 or 50, but they've missed a couple of opportunities. Just the last pass going to ground in the last 5 or 10 minutes, and Tim Sheens wouldn't be happy with that, just the finishing off.
It's looking very ominous out wide too, those numbers.
Now this scrum to pack down about 10 metres in from touch from the grandstand side of the field. The ball is fed in by Andrew Johns. Out it goes to Matthew. Matthew Johns this is. And Johns has tackled 30 metres out from his own try line. The ball is played. It goes to O'Davis. He puts his head down, tries to barge upfield. Is tackled about 11 metres short of the halfway. Working the blind side. It's the Newcastle Knights in possession. Glanville to play the ball over on the far side. McCormick is the dummy half. McCormick turns it inside now. It goes out to O'Davis on the far side. O'Davis is quickly claimed and brought down over there by Reuben Wiki. About 2 metres short of halfway. Newcastle Knights in possession. Mark Sargent, the captain. He's tackled about 5 metres inside the Raiders' territory. The ball is played. McCormick kicks the ball down the blind side on the far side of the field. Back there is Mullins. This is Mullins up towards the 20-metre mark. Over the 20-metre mark, and he's brought down around about 29 metres out from his own try line. The ball is played. Walters, Daly, and that's Croker.
Adam Muir back on the field too, Tony. He spent his 10 minutes in the bin.
From the dummy half, Walters, but he's quickly claimed and brought down there by Adam Muir, who's Phil said is just back on the field. Ball is played. On it goes now. This is Clyde, and Clyde is tackled about 11 metres short of the halfway line, right in centre field. Ball is played. Walters. Stewart puts the ball deep into the Newcastle Knights territory, and another miraculous kick by Stewart. He's got it on the string again today, Phil.
He's in fantastic form, Ricky Stewart. Richard, of course, we sat through last week's game, and Ricky Stewart was in fine form there. He's just carried on again. Yeah, no, well, this is his third game back now, and I guess his confidence is growing each week, and as each game goes by, the match fitness is coming back to him. I suppose with Brisbane out of form too, it doesn't make things easy for Alan Langer. Well, it doesn't. I mean, you know, but it's very hard to get an Australian jumper off someone once they've got it, and Ricky knows that, and he's just got to go out there and do his best each week and see what happens when the selections come around. I just also want to say, Phil, that Steve Walters is winning the duel against Robbie McCormack at this stage.
There's about, let's have a look at the score, but about 16 minutes of play left in this first half. And it's the Canberra Milk Raiders 6 leading Newcastle Knights 0, and it's the Knights in possession deep inside their 20-metre mark. Over the far side of the field, the ball is to be played. And this is Barnes. And Barnes has tackled 21 metres out from his own line. McCormick is the dummy half. He got the pass away to Muir. And Muir tackled 30 metres out from the Knights' try line. Now Harrigan this is. Harrigan tries to take the ball up towards the halfway line. He's tackled about 9 metres short, right in centre field. Now from the play the ball, McCormick got the pass away to Andrew Johns, who puts the boot to the ball. Oh, beautiful kick. Takes play back down towards the Raiders' 20-metre line now. Now, we'll see a scrum to pack down. Just repeating the score here. Canberra 6, Newcastle 0. Adam Muir back on the field, and already Newcastle starting to get a bit of a roll on. They're looking a bit better now. They've back to their full complement of players, but I suppose that's something Canberra's going to have to watch as they go on. And we seem to have a timeout here. Steve Walters, I think it is. Yeah, it is Steve Walters. Lost his boot. The old boot. He cast a plate, so to speak. Phil? On the subject of the races, Tony, did you back the winner of the slipper? I'd rather not talk about it. I almost did. I'll tell you what, it's nice to be back at the Rugby League, though. It's good to have you back too. I'm enjoying this. Now, Walters has been replated, so the scrum to pack down. Just outside the Raiders' 20-metre line, Stewart to feed the scrum. 10 metres in from touch on the grandstand side. Raiders, Stewart. And it goes to Fullaway. Fullaway out of one tackle, but I think it was a forward pass. Yeah, Tim Mander on the spot there. He did call that pass from Stewart to Fullaway forward. Of course, a characteristic of Canberra's play lately is when they pack down that scrum, the lock. Bradley Clyde tends to keep the ball in the scrum, an old rugby union tactic. Try to catch the opposition offside. The scrum goes down 30 metres out from the Raiders line. It's a Newcastle Knights ball. It quickly goes out to, this is the centre three-quarter Russell Wire, and Wire is tackled 30 metres out from the Raiders line. Now, a penalty, not allowing the player up to play the ball. So this penalty goes to the Newcastle Knights around about 29 metres out and almost in front. So it looks as though they will have a shot at goal and put their first points on the board. They trail by 6 points to 0.
Richard, Kenny Nagus warming up down there.
Yeah, we're not quite sure who the replacement is yet, but I'll just check that out for you.
Around about 14 and a half minutes of play left in this first half. And this is Andrew Johns. Almost in front and around about 29 metres out. Hoping to put the first points on the board for the Newcastle Knights. Moves in now, puts the ball in the air. And there's 2 points to the Knights. And so it's Canberra Milk Raiders 6, Newcastle 2. They trail by 4 points, if my mathematics is correct.
From a piece of the wild frontier.
This is my home now.
Called the bustle of Boston.
May we all welcome Michaela home.
Where pride and prejudice rule.
I differ with your diagnosis of my mother's condition.
A special episode of Dr. Quinn, Thursday, 7:30 on Win.
Joe Smedley, a man obsessed. Everything he sees reminds him of the inescapable pleasure of a new Cadbury Tops. He cannot rid his distorted mind of the unforgettable chocolate cream wafers, roasted almonds, crunchy cashews and juicy sultanas, all smothered in delicious Cadbury dairy milk chocolate. New Cadbury Tops. Nothing tops a Tops.
Except maybe 2 tops.
Champions 83, Champions 84, Champions 88. No other team in NBL history has been more successful. This year, the Canberra Times Canberra Cannons are gunning for their 4th NBL crown. With the tallest and most exciting lineup in the league, the big guns with American imports Fred Herzog and Jason Reese start their march to the finals at the Palace on April 9. Season tickets are available from the Cannons now.
Did you know that with some insurance policies, if you're a maximum no-claim bonus driver and you have an accident that's your fault, even if it's the first one in years, your claim will make your premium go up because you'll lose your maximum no-claim bonus.
I'm sorry, we've lost it.
But not with AAMI. So switch to Amy, and as long as you've been on the maximum for 2 years, we'll make sure your maximum no-claim bonus survives.
The 1994 Salikas. They've turned savage.
It's about love, sex, courting and kids, family and friendship, perfect partners, broken hearts, growing up, getting even, telling the truth and keeping secrets. Love Rules, Thursday, 8:30 on Women.
David Furner will restart play. Of course, next week, I think the Raiders are up against Canterbury and Sydney. That'll be another interesting game.
On the Monday, Easter Monday. Easter comes around oh so quick.
Now Furner to restart play. Deep down towards the try line, taken by O'Davis. He got the pass away to Muir. This is Adam Muir. He got away from one, but he's brought down 20 metres out from his own line. Oh, now here's a penalty. A penalty against the Raiders this time. I think the referee saw a bit of an elbow on the tackle there, Phil.
Looked like he might have got pinched for holding the player down again too, Tony. So the penalty count once again starting to even up.
So the penalty goes to the Knights, and the kick is taken by Andrew Johns and finds touch 30 metres out from his own try line. The tap.
And of course, just looking at that replay now, and there was, yeah, Paul Osborne grabbed him by the feet, pulled him back down to the ground.
The Knights in possession. Harrigan it is. He's tackled about 9 metres short of halfway. Ball goes out now to Tony Butterfield. Now Butterfield plays the ball. McCormick is the dummy half. Out it goes to Andrew Johns. A long pass out to the centre three-quarter man, Brad Godden out there. And it's Brad Godden tackled. Over on the far side of the field, he plays the ball. Back it goes to Matthew Johns, who in turn got the pass away. McCormick it is on the 5th tackle. 1 tackle to go for the Knights now. Now it goes out to Matthew Johns, who puts the ball along the ground. Back there to receive it is Mullins, and Mullins is thrown to the ground 9 metres out from his own line. On the far side, Croker from the dummy half. Stewart on the run around. It's Croker again, and Croker tackled 11 metres out from his own try line.
Richard Ken Nagus about to run on.
Here he is. He's on the sideline there, Phil. Apparently, the man to come off is going to be Paul Osborne, so I'd imagine that Croker will move into the pack.
I don't think they'll be putting Kenny Nagus in there anyway.
David Ferner it is. Offloaded the pass out the back to Walters. On it goes to Clyde. Clyde tries to go straight up the centre. He's tackled 30 metres out from his own line. Clyde to play the ball. Stewart as dummy half. On it goes to Daly. Daly puts the boot to the ball. It goes deep back inside the Knights' territory. An awkward bounce back there for O'Davis. He finally grabs the ball, though, and this is Robbie O'Davis. He gets away from Fullerby. Oh, but he can't get away from the other winger over there, Jason Croker. That's the Knights. And this is Nathan Barnes. 35 metres out from the Newcastle Knights line. They're in possession. Brad Godden. Quickly tackled. Coming up quickly there was Wiki. Ball is played. This is Paul Harrigan. Harrigan about 5 metres short of halfway. McCormick going back to blindside. Tackle is Adam Muir. Here's a penalty against the Raiders, raking the ball out of the player's arms.
Well, that's what he's indicating there, Tony. I couldn't actually see it myself, but referee Mander indicating that the ball was raked. A penalty count now, Newcastle 5, Canberra 4, so things back on par. Here's that play again. Steve Walters was the man in there. Well, I don't know. Looked to me like he lost the ball.
Nevertheless, it's the Knights in possession now, and that is Sargent. Sargent tackled about 28 metres out from the Raiders line. 6 tackles to go. The referee signalling. McCormick. McCormick is tackled 27 metres out. Now, another penalty against the Raiders. So here's another chance for Newcastle to add another 2 points.
Now, Mal Meninga having a word to referee Mander here.
Mal not happy.
This, of course, will give the Knights a chance to got 2 points for themselves right in front. Don't care how bad he's been kicking, you'd think that he'd be able to put this one over.
Yes, we've got about 9.5 minutes of play left in the first half here at the Brew Stadium. And it's the Canberra Milk Raiders 6, Newcastle Knights 2. But this kick is right in front. And the kicker is the halfback, Andrew Johns. Now Andrew Johns, right in front, moves in. There's the ball, it's in the air, and it's there. So, Canberra 6, Newcastle 4, just 2 points the difference. And there's around about 9 minutes of play left in the first half. Crowd not happy. Play to restart. On the halfway line with David Ferner. Just 2 points the difference now. Newcastle right back in this match. There's the restart by Ferner. And this is Jamie Ainscough. And he's thrown to the ground. 15 metres out from his own line. Mal was there.
Well, that hurt Ainscough. Mal over the top.
Russell Wire.
There's a bit of spark in these tackles now.
Wire plays the ball. Oh, that was Glanville on the end of that tackle. Ball is played. Muir now, Adam Muir. Muir to play the ball. 11 metres short of halfway. McCormick dummy half, working the blind side. And that is Sargent. Sargent trying to take play up towards the halfway line, brought down about 5 metres short. It's the Knights. Back it goes to Andrew Johns, who puts the ball deep. Back there is Mullins. He's going to allow Fullerby, though, to take the ball, and this is Albert Fullerby. And he's tackled 11 metres out from his own try line. Fullerby plays the ball, Mullins dummy half. Now this is Nagus. Ken Nagus on the field, and he's tackled on the 20-metre line. The ball is played, Bradley Clyde, and Clyde is tackled by Paul Harrigan. And the crowd again not happy from the dummy half. Here's a break. Walters throws a loose pass. Oh, it finds touch though.
Well, that was desperation stuff from Canberra, and it didn't need be. Steve Walters throwing a silly pass there, which Albert Fullerby was nowhere near. The ball finishing up in touch. A little bit of panic football from Canberra.
And this scrum will pack down around about 25 metres out from the Raiders try line. Andrew Johns. Matthew Johns. Then it goes to Russell Wire. Play almost in centre field. Wire to play the ball. Glanville from the dummy half, working the blind side. He decides to go himself and takes play just inside the Raiders' 20-metre line. The ball is played. Now this is Butterfield. Butterfield running strongly towards the line. He's brought down 8 metres out, working the blind side. McCormick. McCormick got the pass to Johns. That's Matthew Johns. And Johns is tackled 10 metres out over towards the hillside. The ball is played. On it goes to Robbie O'Davis, and Davis is thrown to the ground on the 5th tackle. 1 tackle to go. What will Newcastle do? Out it goes now to Andrew Johns. A long pass out. Wire this is. Back inside Ainscough. Ainscough out of 1 tackle. Put through a kick. Back there to receive the ball is Croker. Croker with the ball. He's brought down in the in-goal area. Croker could not get the ball out into the field of play, and so play will starts with a dropout underneath the goalposts.
Well, it was a great option there from Robbie McCormick, the little kick through. Newcastle looking very good in that passage of play. And, of course, forcing Canberra into their end goal there. They now have another set of 6. Another chance to get back up inside Canberra's 20.
This is Stewart. Back down towards the halfway line. Running the ball up is Butterfield. Oh, good tackle down low by Furner. Daly going over the top. McCormick. Adam Muir. Muir looking for support. He can't get the pass away, though, and he's brought down 31 metres out from the Raiders' line. The ball is played, working the blind side. Goes out now to Sargent. He offloads the pass. Eventually it goes now to Mark Glanville. A loose pass picked up from behind. And that is Matthew Johns. They're throwing the ball around in desperation.
Richard Keeley on the sideline. You've got some news down there.
Yeah, Brett Hetherington in 41 is just about to come on. Tim Sheens wouldn't be happy with the ball control at the moment. What Canberra need to do is to get a few good sets of 6 going and control the ball, put up the other end. Newcastle are working their way back in the game, and Canberra only lead by 2. Brett Hetherington to come on in just a moment.
This is Andrew Johns. There was no marker. He tapped the ball. Oh, there's a try over the far side, I think. I think Newcastle have scored. And it's Nathan, the winger on the far side, Nathan Barnes, I do believe. Yeah, Nathan Barnes. He has scored for Newcastle.
Well, it'll be interesting to see the replay on that one again, Tony. There was a kick put through there at one stage. It came off a couple of sets of feet. Here's Johns putting the kick through.
Now, there was no marker, so Johns kicked the ball through. And Barnes over in the far corner has dived on the ball and has scored for the Newcastle Knights. So quick thinking there by Johns. And the try has been scored over in the far corner. So that puts Newcastle in front now, 8 points to 6. And time running out in this first half.
Bit hard to make out what happened over there, really, but of course the try awarded. Albert Fullerby coming off the field for the Canberra side. Brett Hetherington is on, so there'll be a reshuffle in the pack.
And this is Andrew Johns. Has the ball placed.
Probably a further reshuffle out wide too.
Andrew Johns. It's right on the far sideline there, right on the 22-metre line. Moves in. There's the ball. Strikes it. I think it went straight across the face of goal there, so no conversion. So with time running out in the first half, Newcastle lead 8 to the Canberra Milk Raiders 6, 2 points.
Tony, it's been a match of two halves in the first half, really, the way things have gone. Canberra seemed to dominate for a while, and now all of a sudden Newcastle have turned things around.
Yes, it certainly has, Phil. We've got a real match on our hands here now. Shaping up to be a very, very interesting second half. Now Ferner has the ball placed to restart play, and time is almost up in the first half. Around about 2.5 minutes of play left. There's the restart. This is Ainscough. Hetherington up there, number 41. Ball is played. O'Davis. He's tackled 19 metres out from his own try line. McCormick. Over the 20-metre line goes McCormick. And he's tackled by Hetherington and also Quentin Pongia. Now this is Andrew Johns. He's tackled about 45 metres out from his own line. Newcastle getting the ball, the play back up towards the halfway line, throwing the ball around well. Andrew Johns, he'll play the ball about 9 metres short of halfway. Back it goes now to Matthew Johns, a deep kick. Back down towards the Raiders try line. Running back there is Mullins. This is Brett Mullins. Gets around Brad Godden. Still going Mullins, a good run. Takes play up towards the 30-metre line. It's the Raiders in possession. 34 metres out from their own line. Walters dummy half. Stewart. Out it goes to Daly. Daly accelerates, got the pass to big Mal Meninga. Meninga almost through the gap. A good run by Meninga. He's brought down around about 11 metres inside the Newcastle Knights half. Mal plays the ball. On it goes to Stewart. A little kick over the top. There's a race for the ball, but O'Davis is there first, and O'Davis gets the ball.
Well, Ricky Stewart appealing that he was held back there by one of the Newcastle players. It looked like Russell Wire.
Ainscough it is now. 32 metres out from his own line. The Knights in possession. Ainscough to play the ball. O'Davis is the dummy half. He goes himself, but is quickly brought down by Walters and also Croker. Out it goes now to Harrigan. Harrigan is tackled about 8 metres short of halfway. Right in centre field. It goes to Adam Muir. And Muir is brought down just short of the halfway line. Right in centre field. The ball is played. Working the short side. It goes to Andrew Johns. Puts in a kick, but it goes straight into the arms of Jason Croker. Now Croker it is with the ball. Tackled about 5 metres short of halfway. Walters dummy half. Hetherington onto the ball quickly. Good strong run by Hetherington right on halfway. That's the halfway line. Ball is played. Stewart. Back to Stewart. On it goes to Daly. A cutout pass out there. Wiki. On it goes to Nagus. Here's Nagus. There's nobody there though. He's trying to weave a passage through, but he's brought down on the far side of the field. 32 metres out from the Knights line. On it goes to Stewart. Stewart puts the ball high into the air. I think the siren has gone in the background. Underneath it is O'Davis. It's rolling loose. It's still on the ground. But what's the referee signalling here? Yes, I think he's saying that's half-time, gentlemen. Let's have a break. And so at half-time here at the Bruce Stadium, it's the Newcastle Knights by 2 points. Newcastle 8, leading the Canberra Milk Raiders 6. And the crowd certainly not happy with the referee. As the players leave the field, there's the half-time score. Just 2 points in it. Newcastle 8, Canberra 6.
Wednesday, the Australian music event of the year, the 8th Annual ARIA Awards. The hottest concert ticket in town is here on Win Television, with live performances from Australia's top artists. John Farnham, Tommy Emmanuel, Hoodoo Gurus, Peter Andre and more, in a night of musical excellence featuring international guests Katie Lang, Richard Marx, Willie Nelson and Don McLean. Coca-Cola presents the Australian Record Industry Awards, Wednesday, 8:30 on Win.
You can say no to Hercules, squeezed into dungarees, seized by referees with no trapeze abilities. You can say no to bees at ease with Lebanese luxuries, but even Japanese displeased with facilities in the Pyrenees can't say no to CCs. But You can say no to effigies of MPs and aviaries, but even these escapees, teased by fleas and embassies, can't say no to CCs. You can't say no to CCs.
Let Caltex show you the difference between a petrol station and a service
You
station.
name the day, and we'll just make it happen.
Okay, I can see you're a busy man. We'll do that retro check right now over there at the service centre for you.
And I'll automatically stop on $10. Oh, right. Okay. So it's quite you really when you explain it.
Do a little leader there, son. Okay, don't have Albie tonight. See the folks. Oh, yeah, give me a regards, eh? Yeah, well, thanks.
I'll get one of the boys. Fine, we'll get one of the boys to run you home. Righto. Bye, Alex.
I'm so sorry you're gone, but I've got to keep on.
It's the mother of all offers. Sue and Lewis have bought their own house with a national tailored home loan.
This mortgage is suited to us. With this loan, we can see that we can pay it off in a reachable year. You know, it's not going to be hanging over our heads when we're old. And that's such a big incentive, you know, to pay it off quickly and then move on to something bigger and better. It's sort of like your bit of Australia, you know. This is ours, and we've made a little mark for ourselves.
Call and ask the National to tailor a home loan to your needs.
Thank you very much for the care you've taken. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much for the home we're making. Thank you very much, very much.
Say thank you with Cadbury Roses chocolates. Whatever the occasion or for any reason at all, delicious centres covered in smooth Cadbury chocolate.
Thank you very much for the driving lesson. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much for taking us camping. Thank you very, 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 very much.
Strongbow alcoholic cider. Sweet, dry or draft. All you have to do is ask.
And the Telecom Tower points skyward as we welcome you back to the Bruce Stadium. The Canberra Raiders and the Newcastle Knights. Of course, Newcastle with that advantage, 8 points to 6 over Canberra. Just running through the all-important stats on that first half, and they look this way. Canberra, of course, a try to Ruben Wiki and a goal by David Furner. Scrums, they've got one of them and 4 penalties their way. Newcastle's card, and it reads this way. The Knights with a try to Nathan Barnes, Andrew Johns with 2 goals, but 5 scrum wins, and referee Tim Mander served them up with 6 penalties. And here comes the Canberra side, led out once again by Captain Mal Meninga. It's going to take a big effort from him in the second half, Tony.
It certainly will, Phil. It'll be interesting to see what Richard Keeley has to say. He's been into the various dressing rooms down there. So we'll be crossing down to our sideline eye, Richard, just in, well, very, very shortly, in fact, to see what was said to the various teams at the halftime break.
So Canberra out onto the field. We're just waiting now on Newcastle to come back out. Of course, the Knights with that lead, 8 points to 6. And we cross down to Richard Keeley on the sideline. Richard, what was said in the Canberra rooms?
Yeah, thanks, Phil. First of all, Albert Fullerby won't be back. He's suffered a hamstring injury, and he will take no further part in the game. Now, Tim Sheen said to the players at half-time that don't get too frustrated with the referees' decisions. He said they're getting too frustrated. They're turning over too many balls. He wants a bit better ball control. He felt that they should have been leading this game, and just to get back to their sets of 6.
OK, so play just about to get underway. And it'll be Newcastle's kickoff. Canberra to receive the ball. We're running back towards the scoreboard at the northern end of the ground.
And there's just 2 points the difference, so we're in for a great second half here at the Bruce Stadium in the nation's capital. 8-6. Newcastle lead the Canberra Milk Raiders. And Russell Wire placing the ball in the centre of the halfway line to restart play. And the crowd getting right behind their local team here at the Bruce Stadium. They want to see a big effort from the Raiders this half. Referee blows the whistle, and there's the start of the second half. Mullins. Lomax. Walters dummy half. This is Hetherington. Hetherington upended just outside his 20-metre line. Pongia. Pongia 11 metres short of halfway. Running from the dummy half, Walters. He can't get away from McCormick though. And going over the top, Mark Sargent. Raiders in possession just inside their own half. There's the big kick by Stewart. Running back there is O'Davis. But beating him to the ball is Nathan Barnes, the try scorer in the first half of the Knights. Barnes to play the ball. O'Davis dummy half. This is Brad Godden. Still got the pass away. This is Russell Wire. Meyer tackled about 7 metres short of halfway on the far side. Running strongly onto the ball is Paul Harrigan. Good run by Harrigan. 11 metres inside the Raiders half now. One of the Johns brothers. Out it goes to Adam Muir. He got the pass back. And with the ball now is Mark Sargent. Running strongly, Sargent. He's within about 15 metres of the Raiders line. Newcastle looking pretty sharp in the opening minutes of this second half. Andrew Johns it is with the ball. He got the pass away, Adam Muir, and Muir is within about 2 metres of the try line on the fifth tackle. The ball is played. McCormick. A kick through by Matthew Johns, but Nagus is there to gather the ball, and he brings it out into the field of play.
Some excellent work there from Kenny Nagus. There are a lot of players coming through on the ball on that kick through. Nagus cleaned up behind his own try line and brought the ball back out. Richard Keeley down on the sideline with, I believe, Dean Lance.
Yeah, that's right. Former Raiders veteran Dean Lance, and also coach of reserve grade now. Tim wouldn't have been too happy with their first half performance, Dean?
Well, I don't think he was all that excited about it, but what we've got to realise is that, you know, we're 8-6 down and still 40 minutes to play. Newcastle proved that they're going to come at us in the forwards. We knew that. I think our guys have matched them in the forwards. I think we've got a bit of flair in the backs if they use it properly.
Pretty impressive performance by the halves for Newcastle, the Johns brothers.
They're excellent young players, aren't they? They're good players. And the good thing I heard David Wade comment that was they've completed 95% of their sets of six they've had in their first half. That's why they're ahead on the scoreboard.
Tim, and in reserve grade it was 18 all. Were you happy with that performance?
I wasn't excited about the performance, but the result was okay. That's why coaches get grey hairs.
Thanks for joining us, Dean.
Great, pleasure.
Richard Keeley talking with Dean Lance down on the sideline, and it's Newcastle in possession. They're 30 metres out from the Raiders line, almost in centre field. McCormick working the short side. Back inside it goes. Harrigan. Butterfield with the ball now. He's tackled about 21 metres out. Butterfield to play the ball. It's the Knights by 2 points. Kick through there by Andrew Johns. Back there to pick it up. Mullins, he slipped, but was able to get the ball out into the field of play. Nagus is the dummy half. This is Kenny Nagus out of one. Good run by Nagus. Oh, he's straight down the centre. He's really split them apart in that good run by Nagus that time. And here's a penalty against the Knights for holding the man down in the tackle. So the penalty goes to the Raiders, and the Raiders fans are absolutely ecstatic with that.
Well, of course, a couple of the Newcastle forwards there trying to slow things down. Nagus made the break, and there was a need to try and slow the play down. Canberra now handled with a penalty. Ricky Stewart puts the ball out about 5 metres out from the halfway line. Steve Walters will come up and take the tap.
Play right on halfway. Walters. Well, he almost got the pass away. Luckily, he held on to it because there was one of the Knights players there to intercept it. The ball is played. Goes from Wiki onto Stewart. And Stewart takes play 2 metres inside the Knights' half. Stewart to play the ball. Bradley Clyde. Clyde is brought down 10 metres inside the Knights' territory. Furner's dummy half. Working the short side, but offside Newcastle. Referee Mander catching the Newcastle players offside, and this penalty is 30 metres out, and it's just to the left of the uprights.
I don't think there'll be any hesitation. David Furner will come up and take the shot. Almost directly in front of the posts.
And if he's able to level the score here, we're in for a thrilling final term.
Richard, I suppose we should mention, of course, you would have been in good company down there with Dean Lance after the win by the Valley Dragons under-7 side yesterday.
Yeah, I hope the boys are still up. It was a great victory yesterday all the way to Bombala, and we ended up defeating Bega in the grand final, 15 points to 5, and I just send a cheerio to all the under-7 Valley Dragons.
Good luck to them too.
So this is Andrew Johns, the halfback. We have two Johns brothers, Andrew the halfback and Matthew the 5/8. And this could be the leveller here at Bruce Stadium before this crowd of around about between 7,500, 8,000 perhaps. I'm no good with numbers, Phil. There's the kick by the Raiders. The kick unsuccessful. Still the score remains 8-6. Newcastle leading the Canberra Raiders. There's the restart from the 20-metre line by Andrew Johns. And this is Hetherington. Good strong run by this player for the Raiders. Hetherington almost on halfway, working the short side.
He's been an excellent option for for Coach Tim Sheen's. Brett Hetherington off the bench. He's what you'd call a lighter weight forward, I suppose. He's a good runner with the ball.
Here's Big Mel. He's lost a boot, but he's still going. And he's tackled about 25 metres out. Over on the far side, Stewart receives the ball. He balks, gets away from one of the Newcastle Knight defenders. Flicks it back to Meninga. On it goes to Hetherington. A long pass out to Clyde. Clyde's in a gap. Clyde down towards the 10-metre line. He throws a loose pass. Picked up by Croker. And as Croker scored, let's see the referee consulting with the touch judge. Yes!
Great try there to Jason Croker. That ball coming out, of course, cut out a man. Croker out on the wing on that occasion. Took the ball.
What a great break by Bradley Clyde, though. He's back to his very best. There's no doubt about that.
Good to see Bradley Clyde out and running, and once he got into that gap, he really did put the pedal down. It's nice to know that he's still got that speed there. Of course, there he is there. Spun the ball out. Mullins tried to grasp at it there, I think it was. But Jason Croker, Johnny on the spot, took the ball, crashed over in the corner.
And the Raiders back in the lead now. The Canberra Milk Raiders 10 lead and Newcastle Knights 8. And this conversion attempt is right on the touchline, on the grandstand side of the field, and almost on the 20-metre line. Again, the Raiders hit the front. And this is David Furner, who'll attempt to convert that good try, finished off by Jason Croker.
Richard's going to be a real test for the Knights now.
It will. Just by the way, Phil, that's Jason Croker's 34th try in grade, and he's now scored 136 points, just off the top of my head.
Sure. OK, let's have a look at this kick by this conversion attempt by David Furner. Moves in. It's not a bad-looking kick. It's a beauty. Another 2 points. A superb kick by Furner. Right on the touchline. And the crowd showing their appreciation.
Good evening. A national competition's been launched to find the best concept design for Canberra's newest town, Jerrabomberra. Police are hoping the public can help them in investigating a fatal single vehicle accident on Belconnen Way early this morning. A 21-year-old man died. The blue-green algae problems in Canberra's lakes are improving with the onset of cooler weather, and training for the ACT water polo side in preparation for tonight's national championships.
It's a bumper Easter at Kmart because Bumper has insisted on it. Yummy, elegant rabbits worth $3.28 but are now $2.99. And these Cadbury Dairy Milk cartons are only $4.99 each. And this Black & Decker 4.8 volt power drill kit is just $50. Plus Bumper has insisted this Sunbeam Pie Magic Pie Maker cost only $57.95.
You are a funny bunny, Bumper.
Kmart last minute Bumper Easter catalogue. Out now.
It's a 4-cylinder sellout at your Holden dealer, all with massive factory bonuses. Holden's most popular 4-cylinder Barina model is running out. The new model Barina is coming, so every Barina in stock must go. Plus, there are massive factory bonuses on Nova. You can save thousands on hatches and sedans. The family-size Apollo also has massive factory bonuses. See your Holden dealer while 4-cylinder Holdens are at their lowest prices. There's nothing quite like a 4-cylinder Holden.
For a group of 4 hungry people, nothing beats the value of Bigfoot from Pizza Hut. At just $14.90 for 21 slices, it's the best score for 4, for sure. Bigfoot.
If there's one thing we all know about, it's gold.
It's official. Golden Valley Gold, with no added sugar, is so full-flavoured, it's
totally awesome.
Her image needs warming up.
They're not going to let you sing, are they?
And what's warmer than a kid's show?
It's not nice to mimic someone.
Monday, 7:30.
Hurting my friend.
Murphy Brown gives her all. Then it ain't all new laughs.
You didn't have one of them injections, did you?
Yes, that's right.
With Britain's hardest comedy sensation, The Ross Abbott Show.
You're not as stupid as you look. I am.
Following Murphy Brown, Monday, 7:30 on Win.
Russell Wire restarts play. Stewart, Hetherington. He's thrown to the ground about 15 metres out from his own line. Ball is played. Walters. This is Ruben Wiki. Wiki tackled just outside the 20-metre line. Walters, Lomax. Lomax brought down by McCormick and 2 other defenders from the Newcastle Knights. Going himself, Walters from dummy half. Gains a few metres, but he's brought down 35 metres out from his own throw line. Meninga. Stewart puts the boot to the ball. Back there is O'Davis, but it's a superb kick.
Sensational kick from Ricky Stewart.
O'Davis had no possible chance of getting to that ball, and that was yet another superb kick by Ricky Stewart. So a scrum to pack down around about 22 metres out from the Newcastle Knights line. As the sun tries to break through again here at the Bruce Stadium, Andrew Johns, the halfback, will feed the scrum. Ball goes in. Newcastle, out it goes to Matthew Johns. Matthew Johns brought down 25 metres out from his own line. O'Davis from the dummy half, running strongly across field, tries to go through the gap, but he's brought down by Laurie Daly. Ball is played, working the short side. Out it goes now. A long pass out to Ainscough on the far side. But Ainscough right around the ankles by Dagas. Ball is played. McCormick this is. McCormick over halfway, and he's tackled about 2 or 3 metres inside the Raiders half. Ainscough, the dummy half, got the pass away to Harrigan, and Harrigan has tackled. 1 tackle to go. 11 metres inside the Raiders half, working the short side. The kick through there by Andrew Johns. Running back there to get the ball, it's Mullins in the in goal. He gets away from one, brings the ball out into the field of play. A good run by Mullins, and Mullins has tackled about 12 metres out from his own try line on the far side of the field. The ball is quickly played. It goes out to Bradley Clyde, and Clyde has tackled 15 metres out from his own line. Ball's played. Stewart dummy half. On it goes to Quentin Pongia. Pongia brought down by Tony Butterfield, aided there by McCormick. On the 20-metre line, Raiders in possession in their own area. Hetherington flicks the ball out, picked up by Ruben Wiki, but Wiki is quickly claimed by 3 of the Newcastle defenders and pushed back. And he's out around about 27 metres out from his own try line. It's the Raiders in possession. They lead by 4 points. Hetherington got the pass to David Furner. David Furner is tackled over there by Harrigan, and also the number 13, Mark Glanville, plays the ball. On it goes to Stewart. Stewart puts the boot to the ball, well back over halfway. Is this another great kick? It certainly is. O'Davis back there had no possible chance.
He just finds the mark every time, Ricky Stewart. He's well and truly got his rhythm back now the last couple of weeks. His kicking game spot on, his running game spot on. He's looking pretty good.
And look at the frustrated look there on O'Davis. He's wondering what he's got to do with these kicks from Stewart. Stewart has beaten him every time he's kicked the ball so far. So the scrum to pack down 30 metres out from the Newcastle Knights line. And Andrew Johns to feed the scrum. Scrum goes down. Out it goes now. Brad Godden this is, but he's quickly claimed by Wiki and Daly. Ball is played O'Davis, dummy half.
Big difference in the scrums there, 6-1 in favour of the Newcastle side.
Matthew Johns tackled 10 metres short of halfway. O'Davis got the pass to Glanville, and Glanville's pushback was able to get his pass away though to McCormick, and McCormick in turn got his pass away to Adam Muir, and Muir takes play just inside the Raiders half. Now I think we have a change, have we not, Richard Keeley?
Yeah, change in the Newcastle lineup. 41 Tim Madison's gone on. He's replaced 10 Paul Harrigan.
So Tim Madison on.
Here's the chief on the sideline.
Now it's Newcastle on the attack. This is the final tackle though. McCormick, Andrew Johns, a long pass out to Glanville, a long loping pass to Ainscough. At Ainscough, the ball is rolling loose on the ground, and this is a changeover.
Well, that last pass there, Tony, looked a bit suspect between outside centre and winger. It looked well and truly forward.
Daly, Nagus. Nagus has broken clear. Up towards the halfway line. The defence is coming across. He gets away again, Nagus. He's ankle tapped, but he gets up again. And what a sensational run by Kenny Nagus. Takes play 8 metres inside Newcastle's territory. A superb run. This is Stewart. It's the Raiders leading by 4 points, 12-8 over the Newcastle Knights. Raiders just inside the Knights' territory. Oh, Lomax is into the clear now. Lomax still going. Got the pass away. It's a loose pass, though. Dived on by Newcastle. And Newcastle back in possession. The ball is played. O'Davis dummy half. Oh, goodness gracious me. This is Ainscough now.
Well, it's great play there from the New Zealander, Johnny Lomax, making plenty of ground up the middle, but unfortunately that pass that he got away was a loose one. Jason Croker overran it a little bit, and Newcastle come up once again with the ball, and here they are on the attack again.
Madison, his first run with the ball. Madison plays the ball. Out it goes now to Sargent. Sargent bursting up towards the halfway line. He's tackled about 2 metres short. Plays the ball. Now this is McCormick. McCormick right down the centre. Takes play 10 metres inside the Raiders' territory. 1 tackle to go. Ball is played. Back it goes now to Andrew Johns. The ball is kicked. Looking for touch, but it goes touch in goal.
Richard Keeley, some movement on the sideline down there.
Yes, changes galore happening at the moment. Tony Butterfield's left for Newcastle, and in number 40, Darren Tracy comes on, and Paul Osborne's just about to come back on for the Raiders, and Jason Deeth also warming up on the sideline.
So, lots of changes taking place down there. And just waiting on the Raiders to restart play with that kick going touch in goal. Hetherington takes play outside his 20-metre line. He'll play the ball. This is Paul Osborne, but offside. Newcastle up within the required distance, and so the penalty goes to the Raiders around about 11 metres short of halfway. Now Godden not happy. He had a word with the referee along with the halfback Andrew Johns. This is Stewart kicking for touch on the grandstand side of the field. Takes play 10 metres inside the Newcastle Knights territory. The tap kick. This is big Paul Osborne. Osborne barging down the field. He's tackled 31 metres out. Stewart dummy half. Ferner looking for support. He can't get the pass away though. And he's tackled about 27 metres out from the Knights line. Out it goes to Stewart, on it goes to Daly. Daly, a difficult pass back there. Mullins had trouble picking it up. Nagus, but offside.
Well, he's ruled that Kenny Nagus was in front of Brett Mullins when he picked up that ball, or the ball came off Mullins into Nagus. Nagus in an offside position there. So Newcastle come out with a ball just short of the halfway mark. Richard, as far as the match is concerned, 12 points to 8. I mean, a try in the game. Next try score or next team to score could really turn it around.
That'll probably be the case. Newcastle still playing their control game. I guess Tim Sheens' instructions at half-time haven't been adhered to, and I think that's why you've seen a few replacements. Now, as you mentioned, Osborne's back on and Johnny Lomax sits, and Jason Deeth's taken his place, substituting Steve Walters. But the ball control and the turnovers are still a problem for Canberra.
Now Darren Tracy in possession for the Newcastle Knights, around about 32 metres out from the Raiders line. The ball is played. Out it goes now to Mark Glanville, and Glanville is tackled, held up, and he'll play the ball about 22 metres out from the Raiders line. Godden got the pass away. A long cut-out pass there to Russell Wire. A loose pass picked up by Robbie O'Davis. Davis tries to get away from a tackler, but he's brought down on the far side of the field over there by Mullins. Plays the ball, Ainscoe dummy half. Andrew Johns. Now this is Madison, one of the replacement players. He gets within 10 metres of the try line. Madison to play the ball on the last tackle. Back it goes now to Matthew Johns. A little kick through. Came off one of the Raiders players, and it's Croker with the ball just in the field of play. Croker plays the ball. Stewart, he got the pass away. And the number 22 replacement.
It's young Jason Death on there.
Jason Death. Death plays the ball. Stewart tackled about 7 metres out from his own try line. Plays the ball. Wiki. On it goes to Paul Osborne. And Osborne tackled 19 metres out from his own try line. Almost in centre field. Death, the dummy half. Quentin Pongi got the pass away. Out it goes to Meninga. On the far side, we have Mullins. Mullins tries to get it on Ainscoe. He does. Mullins almost in the clear. Up towards over the halfway, in fact, and he's tackled 11 metres inside the Newcastle Knights territory. A quick play the ball, Meninga.
A big line, Canberra out here.
To Daly. Daly looks for support. Back it goes to Meninga. Meninga still going. He gets within 10 metres of the line. On it goes to Hetherington. Out it goes now to Clyde, and Clyde's in.
Well, a sensational try to the Canberra side. Bradley Clyde. Thank you very much, Captain Mal Meninga. Meninga standing in tackle after tackle. Finally got the pass away to Hetherington, I think it was, who in turn offloaded. Clyde coming through with the ball. It'll be a great one to watch on the replay.
Well, that was Mal Meninga at his very, very best, but also that young fellow Hetherington. He made a great bust early.
Looking back at the replay, here we see, this is the end of it anyway. Bradley Clyde, the head-on shot. Clyde sliding over for a try. But all that lead-up work from Captain Mal Meninga.
It's the Canberra Milk Raiders 16 leading the Newcastle Knights.
Now here he is here. He fended off 1, 2. Took about 3 or 4 players with him. Was Furner there, David Furner, who got the ball away. Clyde scooped it up and away he went in under the post.
16 points to 8. And this conversion attempt right in front. Almost in front. And it's David Furner. Now Furner has the ball placed. About 11 metres out. Let's have a look at this conversion attempt by Furner. A try scored by Bradley Clyde. Now here's Furner moving in, puts the ball in the air, and it's there. Another 2 points. So the score now, the Canberra Milk Raiders 18, lead Newcastle 8.
Thursday, from the creators of Cheers, comes America's new comedy, Frasier.
Dad, I can't read my paper. Eddie's staring at me. Just ignore him. I'm trying to. I'm talking to the dog.
Frasier has a new job.
He kept referring to Jerry with the identity crisis as Jeff.
And a new love.
Come on, sit down. Your breakfast is ready.
Oh, no, Dad. All I ever have is a bran muffin and a touch of yogurt.
Girly food.
The new hit comedy sensation.
Hello there, Frasier. Oh, what fresh hell is this?
Frasier, Thursday, 9:30 on Room.
Yum! Choice succulent meats, full of flavour.
Yum! Easter eggs!
Crisp, fresh fruit and vegetables.
Lots and lots of Easter eggs!
And of course, lots and lots of Easter eggs.
Yum!
Easter at Superbarn is yum.
My Hilux is unbreakable. It takes a full ton in the back and in the front. How's the price? Still low. The most powerful Hilux yet. Ow, what a feeling! Toyota!
There's a right way and a wrong way to have a curtain sale. Curtains that fit first time. Genuine discounts on all our leading wholesalers' fabric and quality Cylon tracking. That's the right way. Our curtains are made on the premises, so all workmanship is guaranteed. And during our sale, great prices are also guaranteed. Our consultants come to you completely free of obligation. To have your curtains made the right way on sale, phone us on 297 2233.
To do
something different this weekend, go somewhere different. It's all happening at the Rocks Market. Over 100 stalls, street theatre, bands. Do it this Saturday and Sunday. The Rocks Market.
Your child is much safer wearing a lap sash belt rather than just a lap belt alone. Unfortunately, lap sash seat belts do not always fit children. The solution to this potentially dangerous, uncomfortable problem is a safe fit seatbelt sash guide. Simply slip the soft, well-padded sleeve into position and adjust the sash belt to fit your child comfortably and safely. Suitable for most lap and sash seat belts, reversible for left or right hand, fitted or removed in seconds, the Safe Fit Seatbelt Sash Guide is available from these outlets.
Time is fast running out to take advantage of Chandler's 6 months interest-free terms. This offer, available on all electrical goods, must end close of business Thursday, March 31st.
The new symbol for Australia's leading real estate network may seem familiar because you've been using it for years. First National, Australia's first choice in real estate.
Yum! Look what's happening this Easter at Superbarn. Juicy legs of pork, $3.59. Pork loin chops, $4.99. Coca-Cola soft drink range, $1.69. Guaranteed yum, guaranteed at Superbarn all this Easter.
Andrew Johns it will be to start the play again. Andrew Johns moves in. A shallow kick this time. Clyde it is with the ball, and Clyde is tackled 30 metres out from his own line. Meninga from the dummy half. Big Mal takes a power of putting down on the far side of the field. Plays the ball. Quentin Pongia almost to halfway. Pongia plays the ball. Death dummy half, but another penalty against the Newcastle Knights, Phil. Right on halfway.
I think it was for raking the ball out there, Tony. Richard, Mal Meninga in his last year, he's certainly trying to make things count, isn't he?
Well, he's been an inspiration. I don't know what they're going to do when he leaves, but was, as you called it before, Mal Meninga at his best, and the Raiders at their best. It was a great break by Mullins. He's been fairly quiet, but they've gone wide, as we called in the preview. That's where the strike power is, and they came up trumps. They've got to take the game by the throat now and get that killer instinct back.
Paul Osborne it is in possession for the Raiders over on the far side of the field, 30 metres out. Raiders hungry for more points. Pongia plays the ball. Death dummy half. Stewart out it goes to Osborne. Osborne back to Stewart. Stewart a long cut out pass to Daly, and it goes to Wiki. And Wiki got the ball away to Croker. Croker's through and Croker scored. Another try to the Raiders.
Well, that was vintage Jason Croker. A nice little sidestep there. Stepped around the fullback. And over he went. Canberra are on a roll here at the Bruce Stadium.
Oh, that was another superb try, Phil.
It certainly was. As I said, Jason Croker showing all his old form that he became accustomed to from playing on the wing. A nice little step there, which we'll see on the replay. And here it comes up here. Croker with the ball down the touchline. Looks to go inside.
He takes a power of
there
stopping.
He goes straight around him.
He's a hard man to stop at full speed, Jason Croker. Now David Furter will attempt to convert that try, finished off by Jason Croker. He has the ball placed around about 11 metres in from touch on the grandstand side of the field and almost on the 20-metre line. Well, let's have a look at this conversion attempt. Thinks about it. Concentrating, moves in now. There's the kick. But it's away to the right of the uprights. The kick unsuccessful. So looking across at the scoreboard, we've got around about 17 minutes of play left. And the scoreboard reads like this. The Canberra Milk Raiders 22, the Newcastle Knights 8. Yes, they're not rushing back to restart play, the Knights. They look fairly dejected at this stage.
Well, Canberra are just on a roll, Tony. And when Canberra get on a roll here at the Bruce Stadium, they're very hard to stop.
It's Russell Wire who'll restart play for the Knights. Long, deep kick. Oh, over the dead ball line on the floor. Well, there's a mistake. That was a long kick.
Well, that
so
was
the penalty goes to the Raiders.
A silly mistake from the Newcastle side there. They put themselves under added pressure. Canberra to come back to halfway with the ball.
Well, it's a mistake they can ill afford with the scoreboard the way it is. Paul Osborne. Osborne brought down 5 metres inside the Newcastle Knights territory, right in centre field. Deeth is the dummy half. Quentin Pongia, Ferner. Here's Croker again. But the defence is up very quickly. They don't give him much room to move on. It didn't give him much room on that occasion. Stewart. Hetherington now on the burst. Upended. Tackled by Muir. The Raiders inside the Knights territory again. Daly it is. Good pass to Clyde. Oh, there was a gap there, but it closed up very quickly. Clyde plays the ball. Working the short side was Daly. On it goes to Meninga. A flick pass back to Mullins. But the defence up very quickly again. Jamie Ainscough over on the far side. Osborne. Stewart. A long pass to Daly. Daly, a long loping pass out to Croker. The defence coming across. Can Croker find the gap this time? A loose pass picked up by Reuben Wiki. On it goes to Daly. Daly puts the ball high into the air. Well taken by O'Davis though. Robbie O'Davis did very well indeed. Brought down 10 metres out from his own line. Jamie Ainscough from the dummy half. But Ainscough was tackled about 15 metres out from his own line.
Richard, Paul Harrigan back on the field. Interesting to note, of course, he was off the field for those 2 tries.
That's right. Tim Madison has come off. He actually came off with an arm injury, so they've had to put Harrigan back on. And I note that Kenny Nagus has moved back to fullback, and Mullins on the wing now, where he's been a bit dangerous. And Rick Emanuel warming up for Canberra.
Newcastle in possession, around about 11 metres short of the halfway line in their own territory. The ball is played. Out it goes to Ainscough, puts through a grubber kick looking for touch over on the far side. Ainscough is coming through quickly, but the ball finds touch around about 19 metres out from the Raiders' try line, over on the hillside of the field. So a scrum to pack down. Just waiting on this scrum to pack down. 22 points to 8. The Canberra Milk Raiders leading the Newcastle Knights. Ricky Stewart to feed the scrum. Just waiting for the scrum to settle down over on the hillside. Scrum goes down. Daly, Reuben Wiki, and Wiki is tackled 21 metres out from his own line. Ball is played. Daly working the short side. Osborne dummies towards Daly, decides to go himself, but he's brought down around about the 30-metre line. Raiders in possession inside their own territory. Jason Deeth. Deeth got away from one, but there was 2 other defenders there to bring him down. Deeth plays the ball. Osborne dummy half. On it goes to Stewart. Out it goes to Quentin Pongia. Pongia was momentarily ready to pass the ball, but decided to hang on to it. Now the ball is played from Stewart. A quick pass out to Daly. On it goes to Meninga. A grubber kick through. There's a race for the ball. Look at Mullins coming through at 100 mile an hour. Picked up by O'Davis, but the referee has spotted a knock on. A little knock on over the far side there by O'Davis. So a scrum to pack down around about 31 metres out from the Newcastle Knights line.
Tony, I wouldn't be surprised to see Brett Mullins come off very shortly. He's gone down a couple of times holding his right arm or his chest area. And just in that play again, Mullins obviously uncomfortable with something out there.
As this scrum goes down, 30 metres out from the Knights try line. Stewart has the feed. Stewart. Daly dummied towards Wiki, decides to go himself, now gets the pass away. This is Wiki through the gap, he's going for the line. Reuben Wiki dives over, and there's another try to the Canberra Milk Raiders.
Sensational try to Reuben Wiki, dummied a couple of times and found a yawning gap up the middle. He only had forwards chasing him in the end, and he had too much pace for them, so give another try to Canberra, and that well and truly puts the match beyond doubt.
There's about a fraction over 12 minutes to go in this match at the Bruce Stadium, and the Raiders literally running away with the game now, Phil.
They certainly are, Tony. As we said earlier, they get that roll on and away they go, and that's exactly what they did. Reuben Wiki, he's been a find and a half for the side this year, standing in what he's done. Of course, Laurie Daly here set it up, dummied a couple of ways. He's finding plenty of space too. Got back inside to Wiki, stepped around a few players. He had a lock forward chasing him there, but
a huge dive over the line.
It was a 10-pointer, wasn't it?
I'd say so, yes. David Ferner again. taking this conversion attempt just inside the 20-metre line, around about 15 metres in from touch on the grandstand side of the Bruce Stadium here in the nation's capital. David Furner concentrating, moves in. That's a better looking kick. No, just away to the left at the last moment. It started off in the right direction, but it just faded away over the last little bit. But nevertheless, looking across at the scoreboard, Canberra Milk Raiders 26, leading the Newcastle Knights 8.
A silent achiever.
Over $36,000 in prizes you've won already.
Taking all the risks.
I think I jumped in a bit early last.
In the ultimate prize fest.
We'll see what happens.
Monday, a sensational tiebreaker in the new Sale of the Century on Win.
Yum! Choice succulent meats, full of flavour.
Yum! Easter eggs.
Crisp, fresh fruit and vegetables.
Lots and lots of Easter eggs.
And of course, lots and lots of Easter eggs.
Yum!
Easter at Superbarn is yum.
One of the many things Freedom Select Deluxe can do is save you hundreds of dollars on car repairs and parts. Freedom Select Deluxe. A great idea from a great bank.
Whether you are crossing the Sahara, or climbing Kilimanjaro, or trekking down Lygon Street, keep in mind 2/3 of the Earth is covered by water. We do. Waterproof rockboards, all-terrain vehicles for your feet.
Hi, you need any help there? Oh, you've got a puncture. It looks pretty bad. Damage beyond repair. This could be very expensive. For protection against accidental damage, you need road hazard protection. Protection for the life of your tyres for as little as $5 is only available from Discount Tyre Service.
Look what's happening this Easter at Superbarn. VB Stubbies, $21.95. Yellow Glen Champagne, real value, $9.95. Macallan Scotch Whisky, $15.95. Guaranteed yum, guaranteed at Superbarn all this Easter.
Friday night, the Roosters with their best chance yet to display their potential against the battle-hardened Broncos. East versus Brisbane, direct from the Sydney Football Stadium.
And Richard, Brett Mullins has now come off.
Yeah, good call, Phil. You'll get your pay today.
Thanks, Mark.
Brett Mullins is off, and he's been replaced by number 18, Rick Emanuel. And just looking around the crowd, I'd say, having a guess, 14,533.
What have we been saying?
Well, we're a long way away.
Why aren't I surprised that all the tries for Canberra, 2 to Croker and 2 to Wiki now, 4 of the 5 tries have been scored in the backs.
I think we gave our estimation of the crowd at around about midday, Phil, did we not? We said 7,500. What does Richard say, around about 14,000? Did you say 14,000, Richard?
14,533.
Right. We'll see how accurate you are.
We're out by about 7,000.
Oh, is that the official crowd, is it? He must have the official crowd down there. Raiders, Daly, Meninga, Big Mel, 10 metres short of halfway.
I did a better job guessing the scoreline, though, Tony. I did give someone 8.5 start on the way in the gate, so...
Well, I'm a bad judge because I did pick St Cover to win the Golden Slipper yesterday. It's the Raiders on the far side. This is Kenny Nagus. Nagus tackled by Harrigan, 30 metres out from the Raiders try line. Jason Deeth, the dummy half. Paul Osborne. Osborne. Oh, he's lost the ball. He's lost the ball, and it's Newcastle back in possession. Looks like Brad Godden. The ball is played. Matthew Johns got the pass away now to Tony Butterfield. The Knights in possession, 35 metres out from the Raiders try line. Paul Harrigan. And Harrigan is tackled 30 metres out. On it goes now to Matthew Johns. Short ball to Glanville, and Glanville tackled 20.5 metres out from the Raiders line. McCormick dummy half. Matthew Johns dummied. A long loping pass out there to Wire. And back inside it goes. Oh, they're still throwing the ball around well. Matthew Johns again. Now this is Robbie O'Davis. They're not gaining much ground. They're throwing the ball around well, but not gaining much yardage. And that with that, the gentleman with the ball now is Tony Butterfield. And Butterfield is tackled about 9 metres short of the line over on the hillside of the field. Now the ball to be played, the last tackle. It's McCormick. Johns, out it goes now to the number 7, Johns, which is Andrew. He got it. Oh, it's still going. Out it goes now to Brad Godden. Godden looking for support. Oh, he's quickly claimed and brought down in a beautiful tackle by Bradley Clyde. Around about 15 metres out. Now it's the changeover. It's the Raiders in possession, and that's Reuben Wiki.
And referee Tim Mander catching them all up inside the 5-2. So further ground to be made. Ricky Stewart with a kick downfield.
And we've got 8 minutes of play left in this match at the Bruce Stadium, Canberra. So the tap kick to be taken. Around about 35 metres out from the Newcastle Knights, a bit longer than that in fact, but nevertheless it's the Raiders, and here's a break by Jason Deeth. Deeth is out of one but is caught from behind. He gets up again and gains another couple of metres, and that was a good run by Jason Deeth.
Well, I don't think he saw that Newcastle defender on his outside there either.
Stewart's a long pass out to Daly. Daly got a quick pass to Meninga. On it goes now, and this is Furner. And Furner, flicked the pass somehow back to Meninga. It's picked up on the far side there, and that is one of the other replacements. I think it's Emmanuel over there. Rick Emmanuel on the far side. The ball is played to Meninga dummy half. Daly looks for support. Back inside it goes to the number 13, which is Bradley Clyde. Clyde is tackled 13 metres out from the Newcastle Knights line. Ball is played. Nagus is the dummy half. On it goes to Stewart. A flick pass. Back it goes then to the number 11, Quentin Pongia. Pongia tackled 9 metres out. The Raiders, they want more points. The ball is played. On it goes to Stewart. On it goes to Osborne and Daly. Then it goes to Wiki, and another try to Wiki.
Number 3 to Reuben Wiki.
Some great quick passing that time by the Canberra Milk Raiders. They were firing those passes out that time like bullets.
Sensational lead-up play there by the Raiders side, and of course Reuben Wiki coming up with a try. The scoreline now 30 points to 8, heading towards embarrassing for the Newcastle Knights. But when we look back at this replay, Reuben Wiki in again, but some quick hands out through the backs.
You couldn't wish to see quick passing than this little section of play here, Phil. Absolutely sensational. Look at that.
Paul Osborne out there in the back line getting a nice little pass away too.
Finished off by Reuben Wiki. I think that's try number 2, is it? Maybe 3.
Try number 3. I think that's the hat trick for Reuben Wiki. Once again from the play, the ball. There's those quick hands. Osborne and Daly really set up the try. 2 very quick passes there. So David Furner left with his shot out on the touchline yet again.
30 points to 8. Can Furner add another 2 points? With time running out, around about 6 minutes of play left in this match between the Raiders and the Knights. David Furner, 20 metres out, 2 metres in from touch. This, oh, no. I thought it was swinging around, but it kept going straight, and it went just past the right upright. So the kick unsuccessful, but nevertheless, the Raiders well out in front, and they've got this game safely in their keeping. So the Knights walking very slowly back towards the halfway line to restart play. Crowd starting to leave. They've had enough. They've enjoyed what they've seen. And this is Russell Wire for Newcastle to restart play. Russell Wire moves in. There's the kick. Stewart, Hetherington over the 10-metre line. Hetherington tackled by Godden, and also the number 13, Mark Glanville. It's the Raiders 20 metres out from their try line. Jason Kroger with the ball. Jason Deeth is the dummy half. Deeth, Pongia. Runs into 3 of the Newcastle defenders. They push him back a metre or so. Pongia to play the ball. Deeth working the short side. Good run by Deeth. 30 metres out from his own line. Paul Osborne is the dummy half. Stewart. Cut out pass, Daly. Quick pass to Clyde. On it goes to Meninga. Here's the big fellow, Mel, over halfway. Now, can they stop him? Yes! Good tackle over on the far side by Robbie O'Davis. I tell you what, Mel takes a bit of stopping when he works up pace like that, but O'Davis went right around the bootstraps.
It was a sensational tackle, actually, from Robbie O'Davis, but now Canberra served up with a penalty. Inside the Newcastle 20, and referee Tim Manders says, thank you very much. We'll march you another 10. Laurie Daly with a quick tap to Ricky Stewart.
Now, here's the Raiders on the attack. It goes to Mel on the far side. Then it goes to David Furner. A flick pass back to Meninga. On it goes to Osborne. Osborne dummies, tries to go himself. He's held up in a tackle about 5 metres out. Osborne just to the right of the uprights. Stewart. Then it goes to Clyde. A long pass. Croker. Croker going for the corner. Back inside. Here's another try to Ruben Wiki. Is that try number 4?
Well, he's having a big day, Ruben Wiki. Another try to him. Some sensational work from the Canberra Raiders. Out wide again. Jason Croker did some great work out there to get that ball back. Almost went for the corner himself at one stage there, but saw the sideline looming. Threw the ball back inside, and who was there yet again? Ruben Wiki. What a day it's been for him.
He is having a huge day. Looking across at the scoreboard, it's 34-8. 34 points to 8. The Canberra Milk Raiders lead the Newcastle Knights.
I'm beginning to wonder if we've got the right person here. It definitely is Ruben Wiki once again.
Is that try number 4? I've lost count.
Try number 4.
Well, this kick a little bit easier. They're gradually getting scoring the tries closer to the posts for David Furner. I'd like to back this one in.
Newcastle really beaten today out wide. Canberra just got too much pace, and when they get the ball through their hands as quick as they do, it makes it very difficult for the Newcastle side to get across, as we saw on that occasion. But they're well and truly been beaten out wide today.
The ball falls off the mound. It's been replaced. Referee calls on time. D. Furner moves in. There's the kick. What about this one? No, he's missed that one too. Nevertheless, it's still all the Canberra Raiders, the Milk Raiders. They lead by 34 points to 8 over the Newcastle Knights. And time almost up. I'd say we've got just 2 minutes to go. Did I hear that Ruben Wiki was the man of the match? I wouldn't be surprised.
Four tries to his name, he'd have to be some chance, wouldn't you?
I think they just announced it, and I wasn't too sure, but I think I heard Ruben Wiki's name mentioned. There's the restarts by Russell Wire. Stewart, Hetherington on the burst. Oh, good strong run by this young fellow. Flicks the pass out to Croker. And Croker brought down 25 metres out from the Raiders line on the grandstand side of the field. Hetherington, Stewart, Quentin Pongia. Pongia tackled right around the ankles by the number 12, Adam Muir. Play the ball, Stewart. Oh, here's Furner straight down the middle. By gee, they're hard to stop, these forwards, these Raider forwards this afternoon. They're finding plenty of gaps.
Well, they're so mobile, Tony. The introduction, of course, of Brett Hetherington. You've got players like David Furner, Quentin Pongia. They can run the ball, they can step a little bit, and as I said a bit earlier, they're the lightweight type of forward who can make ground up the middle and certainly sort of, promote the ball.
Raiders in possession about 5 metres short of halfway on the final tackle. Last tackle, Deeth as dummy half. Stewart. A little kick over the top, coming through as Daly. Oh, Daly almost gathered the ball. He lost it, and it's been regathered by Newcastle right on halfway.
Laurie Daly had that ball thrown before he even caught it. So
now, this player has been injured, this Newcastle player. It looks like Robbie O'Davis, I think. Although he's getting up slowly now. Yes, it is Robbie O'Davis, right on halfway.
Richard, we mentioned earlier, Canberra just getting that roll on.
Yeah, it's been ended up a comprehensive victory for the Raiders. I just spoke to Tim Sheens, and he selected Ruben Wiki as his man of the match. I mean, how could you go past him? 4 tries, and of course, Noah Nandruka. We've forgotten about him. He's to come back. It's been a comprehensive victory for Canberra. 7 tries to 1. Furner has been a bit offline with the boot. Only 3 from about 8 or 9 attempts.
It's Newcastle in possession. They're around about 11 metres out. But the touch judge is coming on. Touch judge on the field. Bit of a scuffle going on there. Nothing much though. Time running out. Time almost up, in fact. I think the siren has sounded in the background as the touch judge has come on to report.
Tim Mander having a chat with his touch judge, but it's all over here at the Bruce Stadium as far as the game's concerned. Canberra running out big winners by 34 points to 8. An indiscretion, no doubt, on that last passage of play.
There it is. They're shaking hands now. The game is all over. And as Phil said, a comprehensive win to the Canberra Milk Raiders here at the Bruce Stadium by 34 points to 8 over the Newcastle Knights.
What's going on in our city? What's going on all around? What's happening in our world? We need to know what's going down. And that's why Canberra looks to win every day. Yeah, that's why Canberra looks to win every day. Oh, that's why Canberra looks to win. Love birds, love scars, love moons and Mars. Take a lot of well, that'll be the day when you make me cry.
11 creamy milk chocolate cups filled with delicious, soft, chewy toffee centres. Are you prepared to make the ultimate sacrifice? Do you love someone enough to share your last roller?
Why a pair of 3D glasses? That's to get a better view of the world's first three-dimensional toothbrush. You see, your teeth aren't flat, they're three-dimensional. That's why the unique Colgate Precision was created. Here's how it works. The first layer of bristles is shorter to clean the surface of your teeth, like this. Colgate Precision also has a second layer of bristles. These are a little longer to clean right in between your teeth. Why am I standing at this angle? Well, that's the third dimension. Angled bristles to gently clean even more plaque away from the gum line. That's why Colgate Precision with triple action bristles is a major advance in tooth and gum care.
We got more eggs than anyone. Eggs, 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 eggs. Eggs, eggs, eggs. Woodland Plaza.
Hi, I'm Merv Hughes, and I know there's nothing better than being part of a winning team, the Tube Makers team.
Winner of an Australian Quality Award and Tube Makers Metalland, a team committed to delivering value. Our range of stock, processing facilities, geographical spread and quality control systems mean we can add value well before delivery. Whilst we are Australia's largest metals distributor, we never forget our obsession with customer satisfaction. Tube Makers Metalland, a team committed to delivering value.
Ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seatbelts for John Watson's Blinds and Awnings takeoff sale, because we're reducing prices on all stock. There's jumbo savings on security doors and roller shutters, vertical Holland and Venetian blinds, awnings. Bring in your measurements and pick up a bargain on a huge range of stock. Or call 280-443 for a free measuring quote. And don't forget, with every purchase you're automatically in the draw to win a trip for 4 to Hawaii flying Qantas with $1,000 spending money. John Watson's takeoff sale on now.
And there's the scene at the Bruce Stadium as people start to leave. A big win to the Canberra Raiders, taking the match by 34 points to 8 after being down 8-6 at half-time. A man of the match performance from Ruben Wiki, Tony.
Yes, he deserved it. There's no doubt about that, scoring 4 tries, but it was all the Raiders in the second half. This is one of Wiki's tries. Ruben Wiki, he's gone straight through there, and he's a very, very happy young man indeed.
4 tries for the number 4.
Yes, as you say, Phil, it was a very convincing win, and it sets up a good game next week when they travel to Sydney to play the Bulldogs.
Of course it does. Let's just take a quick run through those stats, the way they stood. And looking at the Canberra sheet, and Ruben Wiki, 4 tries, Jason Croker 2, Brad Clyde 1, David Ferner, a bad day with the boot, 3 goals. The scrums 4, and of course a fair whack of penalties as well. The Newcastle card as it stood, and it looks this way. A try to Nathan Barnes and 2 goals to Andrew Johns, the scrum 6 and the penalty 7. Well, that just about wraps it up from the Bruce Stadium. We've got action at the moment down in the change rooms. We'll cross down to Richard Keeley, who's talking with Canberra Raiders coach Tim Sheens, and Tim's got a bit of a dilemma with a lot of players coming back from injury.
Yeah, we've got Ndruka coming back, we've got David Boyle coming back, and we've got a number of options there. Well, whoever plays well is obviously going to put the pressure right on, aren't they?
Just before half-time, they started to get a bit of roll and get a few penalties against us, but we had that hang-in call. We knew what happened to us the previous 2 games, and we made sure it was going to happen to us today.
We knew going out in the second half that we had a lot of work to be done, and they've got a lot of strike players just as we have, and we realised that fact, and we rose to the occasion. Our strike players managed to get on top of theirs.
On behalf of Tony Campbell, myself and the commentary team, it's a very good night from the Bruce Stadium.
This has been a win.